Assalamu alaikum friends. Today we are going to talk about the social and cultural evolution of the society. So today we'll talk that how the societies have been changing from the primitive societies to the present days modern societies or postmodern societies. Before that, please subscribe my channel Competitive Exams Guru, and please give us your feedback. You are liking video or not? You are understanding the topics or not? We will be very thankful. So let's proceed to the topic. So, dear friends, that's today we are living in a modern society. It was not like that. 1,000 years ago, we started from the hunting and gathering societies, where people used to hunt animals and, eat their meat, and, eat foods from the plants of forests. Then slowly and gradually, men started learning different techniques. They invented different tools, and societies got modernized, industrialized. So this is very long path from the time immemorials to the present day modern societies. So today's present society has been evolved through different stages. There are different evolutionary phases of culture, socials, development, leading to the present day 21st century societies. Men started facing different challenges in the shapes of environment, in the shapes of different enemies, different natural disasters, and they started evolving. Furthermore, men they started learning different techniques. They started inventing different tools, and as a result, their lifestyle and their as the whole culture got change. So let's talk about these societies in the bit detail. First of all, there was hunting and gathering societies. It has it had different characters. So first of all, their subsistence was dependent on the hunting animals. They used to get together and then hunt animals, then eat their meat, and then they used to eat forest plants and food. As far as their shelter and accommodation was concerned, they used to be these societies used to be mobile and fluid. They used to travel a lot, and they were nomadic in nature. People were nomadic, and they used to wander here and there in search of the food, in search of hunting animals. Their population density was very low. There used to be simple societies. People living together were very lesser in number compared to the present days societies. And there was division of labor. The labor's divisions was present at that time. They used to divide their work, for example, the strong men used to go to hunt animals, and the women were there to take care of the kids and do some household jobs. And there was lack of surplus food. Food was not in adequate number and adequate amount, and they used to search for food all the time, and there was a continuous struggle to seek food. So those societies were primitive societies, also known as hunting and gathering societies. Then come the herding and the advanced herding societies. After that, hunting gatherers, they started realizing that they need meat on a permanent basis, so they started captivating the animals, or you can say they started domesticating the livestock animals. So what they did, they started herding farm animals, then they domesticated livestock, and it was a primary source of subsistence. They were also nomadic in nature, and they search for the fresh pastures. Since they have to feed their animals, they have to make them graze. So that's why they were also nomadic in nature. They used to go here and there in search of grass and the food for the animals as well. And the same like that, like the primitive societies or the hunting gatherers, division of labor was present there. Food was inadequate quantity, since now they had hunting plus herding. Apart from hunting the animals, they were starting domesticating those animals. Now compared to that hunting gatherers, their population density was greater, and the families started living together. As a result, their population density was also increased. and the introduction of modern mechanized methods of herding. They introduced different methods to herd animals. Uh, so that was the difference between the hunting gatherers and the advanced herding societies. And then, human beings got promoted to the new category, which is known as the horticultural societies. So this is we are talking about the evolution of society. So if you are noticing, we are saying that these societies are getting promoted in terms of the methods they are using for their for collecting their foods, in terms of their tools, in terms of their division of labors. So in horticultural societies, they started cultivating the crops with hand tools. And today's present days modern tools were not present at that time, so they were using hand tools. It could have been made up of the stones, or maybe made up of the woods. And then population density was larger in that horticultural societies, and this was the first time that rural life started in the human societies. Before that, they were nomadic in nature. They used to travel here and there. They were wandering all the time in the search of grass, in the search of animals, etc. But now they started their own setup, and now the food is surplus. In the horticulture societies, they have some, compared to the previous societies, they have a bit advanced methods to cultivate crops, herd animals, and now their food is surplus. And they started working in fields. This is a very interesting thing compared to other two societies. Now the horticulture societies have started working in fields. They are cultivating crops. They are cultivating crops, and as a result, they are getting enough food. And now division of labor is also present in all the previous societies, and including this society. There is division of labor, and now they are settled and non-nomadic societies. So, dear student, you must have noticed that before that, all the previous societies which we have discussed were nomadic in nature. They were wandering here and there, but this one is settled. So let's move to another one. This is Agrarian Society. So after horticulture societies, men shifted or evolved into this society, and now the people have adopted agriculture as profession. Now man is changing. They are using different tools. They are enjoying modern tools in agriculture, and now the introduction of money crops. That's the problem. Before that, people were enjoying the labor and they were enjoying the surplus food, but now it is introduction of money crops, and then agriculture was adopted as a profession, and now we have a surplus crop production with the use of the modern agriculture tools. Obviously the amount of crop production is also increased. Accumulation of excessive crops. In different seasons we have different crops, but they now started accumulating them for different seasons, and they were using those crops throughout the years. And now the sale of crops also began in these agrarian societies, and the population density obviously compared to the previous societies were larger. And now let's move to another society. The industrial societies. The problem begins here. I'm just joking. There were too many changes by now with the industrializations of the societies. It was started in 18th and 19th centuries, and it brought revolution in the world. And today, when whatever we are enjoying, it's the credit goes to the industrialization. So the rapid transformation due to introduction of mechanized productions. Now production started on a large scale due to the introduction of machines, and introductions of profits were also introduced. And then we have production of goods. Different goods were started producing on a large scales. Labor and wages concept introduced. Before that, there was no concept of wages. People started working in different industries on the basis of daily wages. They were selling their labors, and that brought a lot of changes in the society, in the life of the people, the way people were interacting, and everything in every aspect of life. This industrialization brought the changes. And then the concept of working hours and idea of jobs were also introduced in the industrial societies, and availability of surplus food plus industrial revolution in Europe in 18th and 19th century. This industrial revolution brought a lot of changes uh, in terms of the societies, in terms of cultures, norms, values, and everything got changed. So this was like revolution in the history of the human society. Then we have postmodern societies. Excuse me. Mean of subsistence change, boost in advancement. Now we have service oriented work. Then we have large scale productions, and postmodern society is now enjoying the fruit of all the previous societies. We have projects that production in large scale our services have started, and now it's age of information technology, and we have concepts of knowledge and creativity, and there is extensive mechanizations in societies, and population boom, and vast urban centers. So postmodern societies is quite different from the previous ones, and now people are enjoying different services which were not present in before that. People are using smartphones, they are using different services which were not present before that. However, this society has also brought too many headaches for men as well. Life is getting faster, people are fail to adjust to this fast and growing environment, and there is a lot of cultural days in too many third world countries, since the material culture is changing too fast compared to the non-material culture. Anyway, this was all about the evolution of societies. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. If there is any question, kindly ask me in the comment sections. I will be waiting for your feedback. Please subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. Thank you very much.